What's up, my YouTube people? Alrighty, I want to bring y'all this video of these new tools I just got. You know, I try to bring you guys informative things. Two new tools I just got. One is called the C.A.T M-4. Alright, little metal tool and whatnot here. Come with directions and all that other good stuff, which is not in here because it's in this case, but it comes with all kind of cool directions for you to make sure that all this is good. Alright, that you can use to learn how to do it, but I already know how to do it, so I'm going to show you guys different things on how to use it. Pull out the box. I bought the kit that comes together. Now you can get this same kit on Amazon.com for a little more expensive pricing than I paid for this. Like I said, I try to bring relevant items to you guys and relevant things. This is one thing that I consider to be relevant to the cleaning of your AR. And I watched a couple reviews and things before I actually made the purchase. But I'm thinking it's going to be very relevant. Now, I just cleaned my AR, so we're going to see how good these things perform, although I've already cleaned my AR. And like I said, going back to it, this is the C.A.T 4, alright, I'm sorry, C.A.T M-4, and it's going to clean your bolt here, your firing pin here, and this will clean the inside of your bolt carrier. Okay, this nice little tool is made by Talon. Basically goes into your breech, your chamber, and scrubs all the carbon out of your chamber breech. So, without further ado, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take this AR upper apart. You should already know how to take the upper apart if you're watching this video. If not, go on YouTube. I'm pretty sure they got plenty of videos. But just pull your bolt out by pulling back on your charging handle. Set that to the side. I'm going to move my charging handle out the side. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this bad boy over so I get a good view here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tool, this Talon. What is it called? I forgot what it's called, but you'll see it in the description. But I'm going to take this Talon tool, and basically what it does is it goes down into the breech hole here. See if you guys can see it on camera. It's gonna be really hard, but basically it goes all the way down into here and scrubs out any carbon build up inside of here. Alright, so basically stick it all the way down in here, get a good position inside of there, and you just turn it. Okay, it's supposed to scrape any carbon buildup deposits that are in there. And what happens is these nice little teeth here are supposed to hold the carbon on the inside of here, which I'm not seeing any, which means that I did a pretty good job, or I haven't shot this gun enough. So there's no real buildups in here. You can also pull back on it once you get it in there to scrub the back sides of your little locking nug, your locking lugs on the inside of your breech. Like I said, no real carbon buildup. Pretty happy about that because I just cleaned this thing. So I cleaned it by hand, which is very good. Another positive note on this tool right here is at the top here, you can screw in your 223 brush and use that to clean out the inside of your breech even more detail. Alright, let's set the upper to the side, and we're going to pull out this other tool. Now, with this other tool, first thing you got to do is disassemble your bolt. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to do this really quick. Alright, you pull out your little pin here. Just come right out. Boom. Okay. Push your bolt back and drop your firing pin out. Okay. Firing pin comes out, and then you twist a little lug here and just pull it out. Okay, and then you pull your bolt out. Now, again, a couple things that this tool does. The very first thing it does is on the flat end here, Alright, it goes in and it scrubs the carbon on the inside of your bolt carrier. This is where a lot of people say they have problems where the gun malfunctioning because of the bolt. The bolt itself is not able to freely move back and forth through the bolt carrier group because of the carbon buildup. So what you're doing here is scraping out all the carbon buildup on the inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to shake this or dump it down to see if anything comes out of here. Because like I said, yeah, see, it's pretty nasty. So although I cleaned it, I was not able to get all the way to the back end of this. I don't know if you guys can, hopefully let me put my hand up under here, see if it'll focus in. But you can see the little black carbon on the very end tips of this. Alright, that's what it's supposed to do. That's some spots that I missed that were obvious. Now if I hit it down, see all that carbon build up there? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a lot of that carbon buildup that did not come out when I cleaned the gun by hand. Sometimes you can hear it. I hear it just a tad bit. It's not really much, but a lot is coming out of this bad boy. And so you clean this out, get a nice smooth bore inside of here, which is already pretty smooth because it's chrome lined. Whoa, I can stand to stick a little napkin in here and put a few twists in here. But you can do this with some oil or something. I don't have any oil in front of me. I didn't know it was going to be this much carbon come out, so I wasn't prepared. But you see all that carbon that has to come off my bolt on the inside here. Which is not too bad because again it's chrome lined, so it's going to be really smooth in there. Alright, the second thing this tool does is you take your firing pin and you drop it into this hole here. It's got two sides. One side is flat at the top and the second side is recessed. So you drop it inside the recessed side because what you're doing is you're taking and spinning your firing pin, and where you have that crud buildup on your firing pin right underneath here, it's a lot of buildup. It'll scrape that stuff right off your firing pin. Alright. This right here is pretty clean because when I did actually clean this thing, I did a pretty good job on here. It's a couple parts where you can see the carbon or, you know, just black spots, but for some odd reason I couldn't scrape that off. I'm guessing that it's just natural. I don't know. Regardless, that's the second part of the tool. Now, the third part is the most important for most people because they say that, you know, this carbon buildup right here on your bolt gets really bad over time. And when you're doing that, basically you're taking this tool and you're sitting it on top of your bolt here and you slide it in till it fits in to the perfect fit all the way down, and you just take it and turn it. Okay, turn it, work it back and forth, and what it's doing is releasing all that carbon on there. Now, of course you have options to soak the bolt prior to doing this, which will make the carbon a whole lot easier, because I heard or I saw a review that said that the carbon buildup did not come off that easy even with this tool, or it didn't come off as simple as most people make it seem. So anyhow, just working this back and forth until we get all this carbon loose. Once we get all this carbon loose, it's good enough. And of course, like I said, you put some light oil coats on here and it should be good to go. Alright, so that was just a quick video to show you guys my new tool, my little cleaning tool. Try to keep this AR clean before I go take this tactical shooter instructor class. Tactical shooting instructor class. So with that said, hope you guys get something out of that. My reviews on it, my gun is not dirty enough to have given you a really good synopsis on how I really feel about it. I'm going to do another cleaning after I shoot 1,000 rounds through the gun at class and use it and show you guys what I think after the fact. My initial thoughts are that obviously this cleaned out the gunk on the inside of my bolt carrier group. Did a pretty good job of cleaning the rest of my carbon off of here, which was not that much in the first place. And I noticed that it did break the little carbon that was put back on here when I put the bolt back together the last time. Like I said, I hope you guys got something out of that. If you like the tools, or you've been thinking about it but not knowing exactly what it did, or for those who are watching this and only follow me or certain other people on YouTube and you never heard of these tools, like I said, very good tools to do a job. And from what I've been told, people out in Iraq and people that actually use their M4s and the ARs a lot actually live by these tools because they're quick cleaning solutions rather than sitting there for hours scraping your guns by hand. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with a little hard work, but when you can do a more efficient job more quickly, that's the signs of the time. So, guys, have a great one, and see you next time.